There are a lot of powerful things about owning your own business, from being self-sufficient to making your own schedule. But one of the things that most creators overlook is the sheer money-saving power of tax deductions. I'm not a tax professional, so always consult with one before implementing any of this stuff, but basically when it comes down to it, this is a way to save 30% on anything you have to buy or want to buy for your business. Let's start with the basics. Self-employed people are taxed differently than regular employees. In the United States, self-employed individuals pay 15.3% of their net earnings as self-employment tax, which is basically just Social Security combined with Medicare. This high tax rate combined with the rest of the federal taxes and your state taxes means that for most people, most business owners, and thus most creators, you're going to have to pay 30% or so of your yearly income to the government as taxes. That's about a third of your net profits. And of course, the more money you make, the higher that percentage goes. That's a big deal. But remember, I said net profits. When you're accounting for your business, any of your business expenses are deducted from your net earnings before the money is taxed. And you might see where I'm going with this. Let's say you make $1,000 from your YouTube channel and you need to buy a new laptop to edit your videos on. Well, you could make that $1,000 and then transfer it to your personal account, take it out as a owner withdrawal, and then have to pay the 30% taxes on that withdrawal, which would leave you with around $700 to spend on a new computer. Now, if that computer is actually for you to use to edit your videos and run your business, that's a valid business expense, and you can purchase that for your business before you even get taxed on the income. Thus, instead of having $700 to spend on that computer, you now have the full $1,000 because you haven't transferred it, haven't used it as an owner withdrawal. You can still buy that $1,000 computer now instead of $700 and not pay the government a penny in tax. Obviously, this is just one example, and when you expand this across the range of all of the expenses that we incur by running our business, our online YouTube business, you can end up saving that 30% income tax on a lot of items that you can validly claim as business expenses. Now, how can you do this without getting in trouble or making sure that you have the proper accounting so that you don't end up way behind come tax season? Well, for one, it is absolutely crucial that you set up an LLC to run all of your YouTube or social media earnings through. That includes AdSense, that includes affiliate programs and sponsorships. All of that stuff should be going through a limited liability company that you are the owner of, because this will create a much more simple paper trail and keep your business and personal expenses separate. When you create an LLC, you're going to have a business bank account, and that means having at least a business debit card and the potential for applying for business credit cards. Those business debit and credit cards are what you want to put these valid business expenses through, so that then when it's time to calculate your net earnings from your business, those are the net earnings that you're going to be taxed on, any of your valid business expenses are deducted from that. In a sort of weird way, in this case, it's better to have lower net profits from your business and higher business expenses, as long as the stuff that you're putting through your business expenses are things that you need anyway. Additionally, always remember to keep your receipts in case you get audited, so you can prove that that purchase that you made is something necessary to run your business. So if you buy a camera from B&H, make sure you save that receipt that they end up emailing to you, and most people just throw right out the window. Make sure you have a file in your computer where you're saving all of that stuff. Now, when it comes to keeping track of your income and your expenses for your business, it is going to be way too complicated for you to go through your bank account statements every month and to take account on pen and paper or on Microsoft Word document, whatever Microsoft Excel document you're going to use. That manual process is going to be a massive headache and take you a lot of time. So what I use is a service called Wave. This isn't sponsored, but it's a free service that links to your bank account and some of your business credit cards, and it will automatically take account of what you're spending money on and how money is coming in. You can create invoices to send to potential clients and sponsors if they're paying you to create videos. QuickBooks does a similar thing. It's another one of these services, but I like Wave, and of course, this isn't sponsored whatsoever. It's just my recommendation for you. I would sign up for that so that you don't have to manually keep track of all of your income and all of your expenses. While all of this is exciting, it can be easy to get carried away, right? You then look at any possible thing you could possibly write off and write it off. But there's an issue with this. If every time you go out to eat, you're quote unquote taking a client out to eat and you're marking it as a marketing expense on your business credit card, it's gonna raise some red flags. You have to be very prudent about how you do these things. It's important to keep any of the expenses that you're incurring for your business within the realm of what's feasible for your business to incur as far as expenses goes. So if you're a YouTube channel that makes reviews of Lego sets, well, you can write off some of the Lego sets that you buy to make a review for, because those videos, if you're getting affiliate commissions of sales through a link down in the description, those videos are producing money, producing income for you. So it was a necessary expense to buy that collector's set to make the video. But at the same time, if you're a YouTube channel that does makeup reviews, right? You're a beauty channel, and the IRS is seeing that you wrote off client dinners and you actually don't have any sort of external clients to take out to dinner, they're gonna call your bluff on it, especially if you end up doing that every night and you're writing off your DoorDash orders, and none of that stuff is gonna fly. So be prudent with it. Make sure that every single business expense you're incurring is provable as a valid business expense, because you don't wanna mess with the IRS. Just to give you a glimpse of really how powerful business expenses are, if you have a YouTube channel that you're making money from doing travel videos, and it is entirely necessary for you to travel to a location to make a video. Well, guess what? The plane ticket, the hotel stay, the gas money, the mileage on your car, all of those are valid travel expenses for your business. Even in my case, on my main channel, I review camera equipment, products, and services. So if I'm reviewing a backpack that's designed to go for long hikes and carry all of your camera gear, well, it's completely valid for me to go to a location like the Smoky Mountains, which is something I did, film a video reviewing the product, testing it out, and then posting that video. I make money from that video. All of those travel expenses are business expenses, and basically effectively have a 30-ish% discount when compared to what I would have had to pay if I had taken that money out as a owner withdrawal and then paid it out of pocket from a personal account and used it as a personal expense. You can also write off square footage in your home office. A lot of us YouTubers film from home. We have a studio or a bedroom that we turned into a studio, and what the government allows us to do is write off $5 worth of value per square footage of your room that you use for your studio, up to 300 square feet. So that's a maximum deduction of $1,500 in home office expense or home studio expense that basically any YouTuber, if you're filming at home, can take off as an expense and save yourself some money during tax time. Again, there's a lot more of these types of things that most people don't think about in episode 1 of Creator Cash. You should go check that out now to find out how you can save even more money.